Jimmy the Giant attacked Konstantin Kisin, which was a mistake, as Konstantin invites him onto the show and challenges him to his face.
So you made this video called The Rise of the Middle Class Grifter, in which you feature me, in which you made a number of false claims. And now when I've pointed out to you that they're false, your defense is what?
You're quite upset about this.
The result is hilarious. I think it's safe to say this backfired spectacularly.
Are you taking it back? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think you're a grifter, but
Okay.
I don't think it's productive.
So what is a grifter?
It's someone who effectively sells bullshit like a snake oil salesman.
He's visibly sweating in this interaction. His entire argument just crumbles out from underneath him here.
You're the
Shitter.
one that's making videos about grifters. Have I ever made a video calling anyone a grifter?
It gets to a point where it becomes clear Jimmy is the very thing he's accusing Konstantin of being.
Have I ever made a video calling a bunch of people I don't know grifters? And then gone on their show and claimed to their face a bunch of lies about them?
And this is where it gets really interesting.
Wait, what if someone just says their opinion about things that they are not happy with? Like, for example, if someone thinks that, I don't know, the rape of British girls.
Jimmy's the one who keeps trying to obfuscate and claim you're not talking about the important thing.
You talk about very surface level shit.
Okay.
You don't talk about things that affect people's lives.
Right.
Konstantin just gets fed up by this point.
It does seem you're a bit upset. Look, I'm sorry if I've offended you.
You haven't
by
offended
talking
me.
broad strokes.
No, by
about,
lying.
By talking
By
broad
lying.
Well, what's the
You
difference?
said the
What's the difference if I'm talking broad
Broad
strokes?
strokes is something that might be true, but that's not
what's
true.
the title of the video?
The title of the video is The Rise of the Middle Class Grifter.
Right, so it's a type of character that there's a certain
In
type
which
of
you
thing.
feature me,
Yeah.
and you've just admitted that all the things you claimed about me, including
What is
me...
the key? What is the core premise of that video? What's the argument I'm making?
And this is the core question. What is a grifter?
The argument you're making is all of these people
Focus on
focus on things that are going
outrage.
to... Yes, and they're
make
going to tell you
reaction.
things that that are lies, right?
I never said lies.
If it's not a lie, logically, it's true.
I just think they're really stupid things.
And yet here you are, having made a video that is full of lies that are worse than bullshit.
He even admits he hasn't done any research.
You haven't done your research. You haven't checked whether the person about whom you're making certain claims has said or not said the things you're claiming. And the moment you're challenged on it, your reaction is what?
Love the close-up shot right there.
To try and dodge the question.
to paint the picture that
try
you're
and-
doing exactly what my video claims you do.
To try
which
and
is that you
dodge-
don't talk about
to
substantive
try and
things.
dodge
You
the
talk about culture war.
To try and dodge the reality
Bruv,
that you
you're-
lied in your video.
In your head
repeatedly.
right now, you think you're doing something. In reality, you're proving my point that you cannot engage on anything substantive. That was the argument of the video. You can't talk about housing.
This debate was around your video attacking him as being a grifter, not about the housing problem.
We're not here to talk about that. We're here
On
to
a political channel, you don't talk about politics. You'd rather talk about a guy who's basically just chatted shit on you, and you'd rather get angry and annoyed and pissed off at the person who's chatted shit on you.
That's why he brought you on, was to challenge you on the video you made. Now you're claiming, well, you just want to talk about the video I made.
And not actually even attempt to try and engage with my point that is that you focus on stupid topics.
I'm getting annoyed with you
sure
because
you
you're
are.
not answering the question and you're not engaging.
What's the question now? You've thrown 100 at him. Go on, what's the question now?
He's visibly sweating. It's crazy.
Your definition of a grifter was someone who creates outrage and clickbait, which you admitted you do.
For sure I do that.
According to his very definition, he is a grifter. And Konstantin points this out.
The first thing that
People
anyone
click on
watching this will notice, right, is that you've made a video in which you've made a bunch of false claims.
What were the false claims?
Would you like me to read them to you again?
Yeah. That's YouTube, isn't it?
No, not really.
What, YouTube isn't clickbait?
Not all of it. You have a choice.
What is clickbait?
Clickbait is lying about what the video is about to get them to click on it under false pretense, not just because it's an interesting title that makes it clickbait.
This is why I keep having to ask you the same question 100 times, because you keep interrupting, right?
For sure.
So, creates outrage, does clickbait, and says things that aren't true, right?
And we've already neutralized all three of those now. So he has nothing to stand on here.
Do it again. Do it again.
Creates clickbait
Yes.
to cause outrage and says things that they might or might not believe, but that aren't true.
You're missing quite a bit of it.
Well, that's what you said.
It's to peddle outrage.
Yeah,
Pedal. He adds pedal to it as though that changes anything Konstantin just said.
to peddle outrage.
Via bullshit. So
Via bullshit.
a con man.
Okay,
Bullshit.
right.
So you talk about things that don't matter to piss people off. You misrepresent topics to annoy people, to make them click, and then you make a load of money back.
Great.
Yet he hasn't provided a single example of something he has misrepresented.
Bring
I
on
can
to
see
talk
where
you-
this conversation's heading. You're going to say, oh, aren't you doing everything that you're claiming I do?
Yep.
I make very
what about that
substantive
video?
videos
What about
about
that
things
video?
that actually affect people's lives.
Like grifters.
Yes, because it does affect people's lives.
Oh, I see. So
Because
internet
you-
grifters affect people's
because
lives.
You just conceded that you do the very things in your definition.
Obviously, the reason I made that is because I'm trying to paint that what you do is negative for society. You invited me to talk about immigration.
I didn't invite you to talk about
Yeah, you
immigration.
did. In the message, it said,
I
your video, immigration, and other things that affect Britain.
What did you think was going to happen? He was bringing you on to challenge you on the video that you made about him.
Did
Don't
you not
talk
have a
about-
chance to talk about that for a good 20 minutes when we started?
But do you talk about that? Does your channel,
I-
as a whole,
I
does
don't
what
have
Trigger-
to. I don't have to talk about
things that matter to
the
people's
things that
lives?
you believe are important.
How do you determine what matters to people? You have to take a survey. I can only make videos that my audience finds important. It doesn't work like that.
Jimmy, do you
But
think
then
this is going well for you?
Terribly. But then you think about 2 to
Yeah,
3
I'd agree
years
with
ago,
that.
2 to 3 years ago, you flipped. You
Do you
saw.
do you notice
you
that-
saw the financial
do you know-
benefit to talk about trans.
You see,
to
you're
talk
mind
about
reading.
woke.
You're making things up again
It's
about
clear.
me that you don't
It's
know.
clear.
Well, see, all of these
Well,
things.
give me your defense then. What happened to you, bro?
You can sense at this point there's nothing Konstantin can say to get through to this guy.
Guys,
Why do you not want to talk about inequality? What's a more productive conversation?
Guys, are you watching this? I just told them that in my
There's
book,
no one-
there's
you're
a
literally-
chapter.
oh, you're looking at
There's
it.
a chapter about inequality, and he's saying, "Why don't you talk about inequality?"
on your YouTube channel.
Except
You
in my
never did.
book, which is where you might want to deal with complex topics, right?
So in a podcast, you wouldn't.
we
You'd rather talk
no.
53 videos on trans.
You really have come here with talking points. You're not able to go beyond them, are you?
No, definitely not.
He does it again where he gives a sarcastic remark because he knows he's cornered. But there is truth in that response.
Just come back to the video you made, right? In which you made a bunch of, you called it bullshit claims.
Bullshit claims.
So are you gonna
lies.
He's completely toast, so he just continues with the sarcasm. Finally, Konstantin just asked him, are you going to take the video down?
So are you going to
lies?
withdraw that video?
For sure, yeah,
You're going to take it down?
No.
Well, you're going to keep lies up there on the internet
For sure.
about other people that you know are lies?
Oh, big time.
Really, why?
Terrible, but a grifter, you could say.
He even admits he's a grifter, but he's doing it sarcastically as though that's an escape hatch.
Why would you keep something up that you now know is not true?
Because it is true. The general point that I'm making is that you basically do what you're doing right now, which is unable to engage on material factors that actually affect your audience lives.
Now that his absolute hypocrisy is exposed, which it has been, he just doubles down.
Notice how you're dodging everything I'm saying. I'm simply asking you, you're a content creator on YouTube who clearly believes in the importance of telling the truth, right? That's why you made a video about people who are not telling the truth, in which you included me, right? And now that you've discovered that that video is full of untruths,
Full of untruths.
it is.
Full of
It becomes so apparent that he has no idea what he's talking about. He gets absolutely cornered.
You don't engage in anything substantive. You only engage in culture.
So you're
war
going to double down.
and drama.
You're going to double down.
Big double down, yeah. Triple down.
Which is the only thing he can do.
On a video you now know is full of lies.
Full of lies. Is this a lie that this is what you're doing? The whole podcast, you haven't engaged in anything.
Wow.
This went very badly for this guy, but there's a lesson to be learned here. If you are a content creator, you're probably going to find this entertaining because you're going to get attacks like this often.
Yeah, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think we kind of made the point.
Yeah.
How much money did you
Immigration.
make from that video?
1,000?
1,000.
Probably.
It's a video that did 350,000 views. It's half an hour
probably
long,
with
and it's got
sponsorship.
3 ad integrations. So how much did you make from it?
5
5 grand at
billion?
least?
5 billion?
5 grand at least, I would think.
I'd say 5 million.
$5,000 from 350,000 views? Wow, I really need to make longer videos.
So you made a video full of lies from which you made 5 grand, and you won't take it down. Is that not exactly what a grifter would do?
So am I a grifter?
Well, I'm asking you by your definition. I've never called you a grifter. I've
But you want me to say it?
In the final nails, he does it again.
I'm
I
asking
say it?
you by your definition, are you a grifter?
Massively.
I think we can leave it there. Thanks for coming on.
And with that, I mean, that's really the final nail, and it's game over.